Hello, my name is Dave.
And I'm Mark, and this is a review of The Gardens Between.
The Gardens Between, developed by the Voxel agents, sees two best friends, Arina and Frendt, yes that is his real name, thrown into a strange world where they must solve a series of puzzles to progress.
The player has the ability to manipulate time and must use this to help Arina and Frendt overcome various obstacles in their path.
Arina, the dude with the spiffy jacket, takes the lead and carries a lantern which lights their way across each stage. Frendt, the brains of the operation, is tasked with activating various switches to change aspects of the environment, to open new paths towards their goal, a large monolithic structure at the top of each island.
The game is broken up into 8 different sections, each with their own unique theme. Upon completing a section, the player is rewarded with a memory of the two friends. The story is built up as you collect these memories and discover more about the relationship between Arina and Frendt.
Right from the title screen, the game looks fantastic. I mean, just look at it. You actually feel like you're caught in a thunderstorm, and the rumble effect that shakes the title text is a nice touch.
You get a real sense of unease, as if you're right there in the treehouse, which sets up the tone of the game perfectly.
It's not long until you're thrown into the action and land on the first of many strange islands. This acts as a tutorial, as it teaches the player that you're not in control of either of the two friends, but instead manipulate time in order for them to make their way to the top of the island.
The first 2 islands ease you in gently as they teach you the game's mechanics. You must light the lantern and carry it all the way to the top, while using the switches to remove obstacles, such as the black holes that will steal the lantern's flame. It starts off simple, but as you make your way to each section, new challenges arise to make you think about how you can use the environment to your advantage.
The controls are easy to learn. The left stick, D-pad and shoulder buttons can all be used to advance and rewind the flow of time, and the action button, X on PlayStation 4, is used to interact with objects which are highlighted when you approach them. The game only gets more beautiful from here, as each section has its own theme and aesthetic. The sewers level with all the water effects is particularly wonderful, and the final stage has some literally striking moments. The attention to detail is delightful too, such as the boys waiting for each other as they make their ascent, or the fact that you can see into other parts of the game, which really adds to the atmosphere.
As for the game's sound, the effects, such as the footsteps and of the flowers opening, made it feel alive and vibrant, while the background music emphasises the time-controlling theme of the game. It's very calming.
It's how I imagine time sounds, you know? Timey-wimey.
That said, with all the rewinding and replaying time you have to do, the music can get a little repetitive, and it makes you feel like you're caught in a time loop. You know, when you're listening to music and the song feels like it's been on forever. Yeah.
Although the game is enjoyable and the time control mechanic makes for some clever puzzles, there isn't much beyond the basic concept. Most of the puzzles can be solved by interacting with each object as you encounter them, with only 1 or 2 that required a bit more thinking time.
It really felt more of an experience than a game, as you essentially watch the story unfold and occasionally press a button. It is an entertaining experience, but not the most engaging one. As such, there's little to encourage a second visit to the game. There is a speedrun mode, which allows you to fast forward as you play, but this doesn't offer enough to make me want to play it again.
I did however appreciate the big hair mode option. That allows you to relive your fantasy of being in an 80s glam rock band. It's a nice additional feature that shows the developers have a sense of humour.
If we consider everything we've touched on, the graphics, the gameplay, the controls, the music and the replay value, we'd give The Gardens Between an overall score of 6 out of 10.
At its core, The Gardens Between is a fun, enjoyable experience that tells a compelling story with its interesting mechanics, beautiful scenery and quirky moments. I just wish there was more to enjoy.